Looking very, very urban today, I gotta say, right?
I'm a yuppie girl today.
You're a what?
I'm a yuppie girl.
Oh, you're a yuppie girl. Well, Phil doesn't like that much, but I think
Well, he likes me, so he'll like me anyway.
So you guys, when did you meet, and how did you know he was the one?
They bussed us in to go to the same high school. An upperclassman put us together, but the reason I knew he was the one is because I always dreamed about this pioneer man. And I know he wouldn't have looked like that then because he had a crew cut. But it was just his pioneer spirit. I actually wanted a man that hunted and fished.
You wanted a manly man.
I did. I did.
You hit the jackpot. You got one, honey.
I like watching you all as much as I like watching the fellows on the show. But, Corey, sometimes I look at you and I say, what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this? How did you happen to
That's
meet
what
up
her
with
dad
this?
said.
Yeah. That's true. We were 17 and 18 when we told my parents that we were getting married, and they about flipped. And Phil said, why don't you just drive up down the road? You can get married in Arkansas at 16. But we didn't, luckily. My parents were won over, and we got married, and, you know, opposites attract, they say.
Well, it seems like you guys have such a great relationship, and obviously a lot of the show focuses on the hunting aspect. Well, how come you girls are never out there hunting?
Did you not see the deer hunting episode?
Is it hard to marry into this family, and does Miss Kay do anything that really gets under your skin?
Cat fight.
It's hard. I mean, who doesn't love Miss Kay? So that's one thing. But we're really close, and so we can overstep our boundaries sometimes. Miss Kay can, we can. I mean, on each other. But we love each other, and that's the whole reason why we work is we forgive and we move on, and we're rooting for each other.
Corey, I know that you guys went to the White House Correspondents Center, you and Willie.
We did.
And that is such a scene. I didn't go this year, but I've been, of course, in years past. And what was that like for you guys?
It was incredible.
Were people making a big fuss?
They were, actually. They were asking to take their pictures with us, which was weird, you know. And I come home and I try to, you know, tell people what it was like, and it was just so surreal. It was very strange. It was neat to be there. My mom was like, you never know. All those manners I taught you when you were a little girl, you never know when you're going to eat with the president.
Yeah. That's true. Meanwhile, Uncle Si has become quite the ladies' man.
Can
I
I was in the military for 24.5 years. They don't know it. Hey, when you got it, you've got it.
I was going to say, LLUS, ladies love Uncle Si. Sorry, ladies. The truth is, Si is married, and he's been married for a long time.
I'm happily married. Been married to this red-headed woman from Kentucky.
Does she have a name, Si?
Yes, Christine.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Look here, she gave me a daughter, a son, and they got married, and they gave me 4 grandsons apiece.
Which is nice. Now, why isn't Christine on the show?
Look, she got better sense than the rest of us.
Is it a bit of a culture shock for you guys to come to New York City? I imagine it is.
Very much so. Somehow, Katie, you just seem a little dainty to be a duck girl.
Oh, come on. I'm a duck girl, Phil. Come on.
Hey,
I love watching
hope
you
for
all.
America. Oh, yeah. There they come right there. Hey, boy, y'all really look like a bunch of rednecks.
Hey, Peppa, Phil.
These days, it's hard to get your grandchildren to come help you do anything. Yeah, I got a little lesson for them here today. You have to come up with some kind of excuse to get them on the premises. Y'all got my tarp?
We got it. Got it.
Things like, hey, bring that tarp up, or I need a tarp. Good work. Presto, you look up, you got a labor force. I've got an adventure for y'all. Y'all gonna be jumping up and down about this one. Yeah, I can tell you was excited. Old Papa slicked them again. Grab that tarp.
Yes, sir.
So what are we doing?
It's an adventure, Willie's child. Or just looking around. What have you noticed?
Green.
Trees. Sky.
My grandkids are suffering from a personality crisis.
Trees. Clouds. Trees.
Green.
That means they don't have one, What are you seeing, Jean-Luc? Jean-Luc? Trees?
Trees.
Boy, what a great answer there. Based on their vacant stares, they may be beyond repair. But let's give her a try. Food. What if everything goes south? There are no chicken nuggets, no big tall Coca-Colas and fries. What then?
We would survive like The Walking Dead.
What? Now look, you see that? This is a May haul. It's like a little apple. Everything goes south.
Like in The Walking Dead?
You'll be eating good.
Yeah, like in The Walking Dead.
Jean-Luc, whatever that is, one thing for sure, we'll have plenty of Mayhaw jelly. Jelly for everybody. You fired up about it there, Loud Boots? You're going to grab those trees with both hands. You're going to shake them. You get on that tree, you get on this one. When I tell you, start shaking. You ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Start shaking. Hard.
Oh,
Not bad.
no.
Looking good. Looking good. Shake hard. It's a mayhaw picking. You're going back to your roots.
So, what do we do next?
We're going to wait approximately 10 minutes with a low fire under that.
10 minutes.
You got to wait, wait, wait. Good things come to those who are
Waiting?
patient.
You know how bored they get in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's why it's a good lesson to learn. Good things come to those who wait.
Patience.
It's hard for kids these days to learn patience.
2 things require patience. People. People.
They can hardly sit still, let alone wait for jelly to cook.
People and mayhaw jelly. You got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wait in line, wait in the group.
They just need more time with me and Phil.
Therefore, have to wait on people.
They'll learn.
Patience. See what I'm saying? We're almost ready for the first batch of jelly. I'm pretty excited about it. You pretty excited about it, son?
Yes, sir. I'm starving.
Okay. Food is one of the best teaching tools that there is. And that's especially true when you're dealing with teenage boys. That is good.
I want to try some.
The hungrier they are, the better they listen to you. What about you, Big Boots?
Yeah, that's good.
Plus, it builds a lot of character.
Tasty.
I want to try some.
Oh, yeah. We got something going there. Lord knows the boy needs a lot of that. Jean-Luc, look alive, son.
That's good.
The woods provide. Never doubt it. Look, that's just one.
This is really good, actually.
Well, let's go.
Yes, sir.
The lesson you've learned today is what?
Waiting. Patience.
You're going to have some serious blind faith just to believe that this just came out of nowhere. Yeah. Are you kidding me? People say, oh, well, Jace, wait a minute now. Let me tell you where this earth came from and where the ducks came from and where you came from. And they'll say, look, there was these 2 rocks floating through space. And you say, well, where'd they come from? They say, well, don't worry about that right now. And they collided and there was a spark. And the spark hit the water, a little mud puddle. You say, well, where'd the mud puddle come from? They say, don't worry about that right now. And then all of a sudden, a creature was born and started swimming around in the mud puddle. It crawled out of the water, grew a tail. The tail fell off. Bada bing, boom, boom, boom. You're here. I'm like, what? That's what you're going with? I'm going with Genesis 1:1. for me to believe your story about the mud puddle? I mean, we came from fish and now we're eating our ancestors every Friday night? No! I'm not going with that. Now you say, well, I mean, but Jace, I mean, you're up here talking about hunting. I mean, birds. I mean, you don't like animals? Look, people have a misrepresentation of us. I love animals. I do. I have pets. But I know one thing. Guarantee you this. I know where the birthplace of hunting took place. And I'm going to read it for you. This is Genesis chapter 9. Don't get nervous. I know I look like a preacher. I know I look like a preacher. That was a joke. But actually, I'm a believer. Genesis chapter 9, right after Genesis 1:1, right after the flood, which, by the way, some of our archaeologists in this world have found fish fossils in some of the highest mountainous regions of this earth, which would make me tend to believe that at one time, guess what? Maybe there was a flood. But these guys are saying, oh, it's a mystery. It's an enigma. We don't know what happened. Well, did they fly up there? Come on! I've got evidence from this book that says at one time there was a flood, and now we've got some actual evidence from fish fossils. Who you going with? Right after that, God spoke to Noah and his family. And he said, from now on, the fear and dread of you will fall upon, and he listed 4 groups, will fall upon the beasts of the earth, the birds of the air, the things that crawl around on the ground, and the fish of the sea. They are given into your hands. I'm quoting this now. Just as I gave you the green plants, I now give you everything. Everything that lives and moves will be food for you. And you can almost hear all the animals in the background go, did God Almighty just tell human beings that from now on, anything that walks, crawls, flies, and swims, you can kill and grill? So when people say, Jace, what are you doing? It's called supper. That's what we're doing. We're enjoying our role as humans as being at the top of the food chain. And that was God's idea. It wasn't my idea. You got a problem with it, take it up with the Almighty. If it wasn't for the Almighty's plan, look, all we would be able to eat is stuff like broccoli and celery and mallow dogs. The shish kebab and the hot dog was born in Genesis 9. And guess what? This echoes something that I know you will find